Hi friends, it was nice that she was keen on knowing that are we still taking classes, are there admissions going on, and I just shared that we feel proud that 2011 we started the first online entrance examination in the country with a creative ability test, a general ability test, a video portfolio that we do, and then a video interaction. So things are going on very smoothly. We've already started a batch of 20 young people, very bright, extremely, because they say that our questions on the AIEED entrance platform, they are not to do with your skills. They actually trigger your thinking skills and they allow you to be yourself. The question really gets you to think that what would be a possible answer to this question, and there's no right or wrong answer, but with your whole divergent thinking process, you can really look at multiple answers to a particular a solution to a particular problem that's coming across, or a challenge that's posed to you, or in terms of creating an opportunity. So I think the whole divergent thinking approach is probably what we're trying to look at when we have our young people who take on our All India Entrance Examination for Design examinations. So the AIEED 20, what we call it as AIEED, and it's become a very popular entrance exam, and we've seen that young people have giving this kind of feedback, and I was really proud to see these 20 young people who've got onto the pre-foundation program, which we call as the Design Thinking Foundation program. And before they set on to the curriculum, which is with the University of Rajasthan, that's a bachelor's in design program, or they would take up an international study abroad course where they're going to be studying a foundation with 2 years of higher national diploma, which is first year and second year of college education of UK year in India. So the final year, the fourth year, the students travel abroad to complete a degree in the UK. And it's very exciting that I was very curious to find out that despite the COVID, there are a lot of young people and their parents who are keen that their ward goes for a foreign study, gets an international exposure. So while our international study abroad program with a BA and and an MA, so a 3+2 model is something that's a USP with Arch College of Design and Business, and a bachelor's in design. If you look at a course, a BDes in jewelry design, I feel so humbled that when I moved to the city in the year 1995, when I got married, and I was just figuring out, what is possible, and I became an educator. I was teaching, and then I realized that while I was teaching fashion, I felt, why not jewelry? This city has got immense gems, jewelry, people, entrepreneurs, traders. There was so much in the city, and why not have a course in jewelry design? But I knew nothing. So what I knew was that it's possible, because every creative profession has one language, and that's creativity. So my creativity was to really explore the opportunity of a couple of people who could teach. And I found out some inputs coming from Mumbai, somebody who had gone to Bangkok, because there were a lot of jewelry people who had their family members who had done some kind of short course. I got them all together, and I started, I designed the course, and I was so excited, let me see. And I really found that it was taken so well. And then 2003, we started the first 3-year degree program in the country. And today with the University of Rajasthan, we offer a 4-year bachelor's in design program. And though the jewelry industry did go through a meltdown a couple of years back, so I did get a feedback, it's not worth it. I said, no, this is the place. And we are right now the solitaire in the country, with a exclusive 4-year bachelor's in design in jewelry. So that's what, and I'm very passionate, though I have been from the fashion background, but my passion for jewelry is and the jewelry trade and the way they received our education, our students, and give them the placement and the opportunities. Talk about any big brand in the country, our students have done excellently well. And, I was just having an alumni meet last week with our jewelry students. And I was surprised that with Amrapali, almost around 15 of them have worked since 2009. And year after a year, they have been taking on our students and talking about symmetry to Amrapali to Aura Jewels. Our students have designed for Hollywood designer Paula Patton. So all these were interesting developments that I was again getting to revisit. And recently, when you look at the JLF, the Jaipur Literature Festival, when we did the fashion show at the Amer Fort, the exciting part was with the khadi garments, the elaborate, the body adornment that was going along with it, which was in macrame craft that the students of jeweler design had done. So it was, the whole experience was so theatrical. It was so much like a dance drama kind of a thing, the fashion show. So, jewelry students who really made a mark in the precious jewelry market, in the craft sector. So it's quite fascinating to see that, jewelry trade has now really started with people who they are again training them, because I was talking to Katerina Perez, who is a jewelry blogger from London. She has a great reputation in the fraternity and she's a journalist, and she was saying that jewelry is something that's never going to fade, and even I feel that. Why? Because it's got so close connection with our emotions, and when it comes to emotions, we are ready to do anything about it. And especially when it comes to Indians, there is a huge amount of emotional connect. So that's the beauty. And when you look at our fashion program, we really live the whole idea of a responsible future. And the kind of clothing that the students did in khadi and these sustainable fabrics and our own traditional weaves and embroideries, it was spectacular. And I remember Sanjoy giving me such a, warm smile and a hug, saying that, how interesting it was to have our students. And I was actually going to Morocco at the India Festival in April with the Teamworks team, and taking all these collections at the Morocco in India Week. Our students, the collections that they had done, but incidentally because of the COVID we could not make it possible. But the spectacular show at the Amer Fort for the Jaipur Literature Festival delegates and the Fashion Colloquia delegates, we had 250 plus delegates who came in from 20 countries, and we had around 30 plus institutions and colleges who actually came for the Fashion Colloquia from 26th until 30th of Jan with us. And I think the COVID outbreak on 30th itself was like, I think we just finished it, and the timing was so right and so correct. And the kind of experience people took with them, with their whole experience of being a part of the Jaipur Literature Festival, the conversation that we did on heritage textiles with Professor Ian King from University of Arts London, and he's the professor for research and management there, and with Professor Anix Tramy from the University of Antwerp, the Fashion Management College there. So she's also the president of the European Network on Cultural Management and Policy there. So it was very interesting to have a chat with Sanjay Garg from Raw Mango, and he's become quite a rage and is quite a designer and really a thought leader, I would say. And with Himanshu from Etsy as a brand. So this is what we did at the Literature Festival, a very interesting conversation as a part of the pre-colloquium. And we had visitors from all these different countries who were there with us, and it was such a fascinating time just before the COVID, and the memories are still so fresh. So our fashion students, we are really proud of our Bachelor's in Design program, our International Study Abroad courses, and our Master's courses which are into design and entrepreneurship. So we've seen a lot of our young people have become creative entrepreneurs, because I started my journey as an entrepreneur, and I think naturally when people look at me, and I connect so closely because I'm an educator, I taught for so many years, developing all these courses in fashion, jewelry, interiors, graphics, product design. And now we have a team of experts, all people who are all accomplished people, be it from the NID or from the Delhi College of Art, to NIFT. So all these people are people, and we are a great team who get together to actually co-create and make sure that, we give our students the best experience. Yes, we've been through a lot of roller coaster ride because, the design education space was not acknowledged by the regular universities of the country. So it was quite a challenge, It took me almost 12 to 13 years to get a bachelor's in design degree approved with the University of Rajasthan. But now since we have it, we feel, we've been pioneers. We've really spearheaded this whole, drive. And I'm serving as a dean for fashion studies, which covers fashion, interiors and jewelry for the Rajasthan Skills University. And the Rajasthan Skills University is the first skills university in the country. And I feel so great that, I have an opportunity here to design these skills program. And today when we look at this skills, it's not only about hand skills, it's about your cognitive skills, your thinking skills, the thought leadership that you bring into the space. So the courses in our master's courses that we have in design and entrepreneurship, and undergraduate courses in BWalk, which are especially aimed at looking at mid-management level or employability level skills that can actually fulfill the needs of the society. So very interestingly, Arch has got 3 different levels of undergraduate programs. So we got a BWalk, which is largely aimed at employability. Our bachelor's in design 4-year course is about creating design leaders, people who have the sensibility and the global aesthetics, the local sensibility. They value the indigenous knowledge, they value our our heritage, our living traditions that we have, and they also have the global aesthetics that they have, because we do a lot of joint projects with our foreign institution and partners. So that allows, so recently, we just had these students who just moved out before the COVID times to Paris, because we had our students exchange program with the Coco Boule, which is one of the premier in Europe for jewelry design. And we had this exciting time, but I'm so glad that they reached home safe. And so if you look at our graphic design program, we have a great experience. I would say 100 years of experience that is available to a graphic course, and 100 years of experience with the team of people that we have, right from, university professors who've been teaching applied art for years. We have Naveen, who's been into the industry for 30 years now, the advertising industry. Mr. Bose, who's from the, NID and worked with almost for 40 years of experience. People in the animation and the web design space. So very interestingly, the graphic design course is getting very popular. Yesterday we did an alumni meet, and we were talking about, we got our present students to interact with our alumni. And I was just remembering the British Council project that we did. And we developed a design communication portal. And the portal was all about online learning, much earlier than we've been talking about today. So we've developed these 6 online learning packs which are available. So they are in elements of design thinking, it's in typography, photography, calligraphy. So anybody who wishes to take out, we've really priced it very less, because it's just 1-week courses. So just at 2,500 rupees, just to make sure that you spend your time in the most creative manner, and even your money that you have in your pocket. So for the students for applying for AIEED, for the All India Entrance Examination in Design at Arch College, we give them all these 3 courses out of these 6. That's completely for free. And if you apply, if you go on paying a fee and doing it, we have a 1-year contact hour class every day that we give you along with the course. So try out these online courses that we've just started. And while we have a 1-year courses which are like 3 days a week and aimed at a lot of women who want to get into entrepreneurship, because I also run a women mentors forum in the city, and I realized that a lot of women who have good education, they have very good background, exposure, family is very well off, but have been busy raising their children, making sure that they get into the right Ivy colleges and things, and they are aiming now to do it something that they want to as their creative pursuit. So it's an opportunity for them to take up these courses with a lot of flexible hours that we have. So come on alternate days, and they are the ones who can take up these courses here. So a product design course is very interesting because we've done a very special arrangement with foreign universities there with us. So right, with Manchester Metropolitan University, with Teesside, with Northampton, in the UK. So these are a couple of universities that, you know, we've tied up to look at progression of our students for all the international courses. So our product design course is, though it's new, but you know, as we look at jewelry, fashion, all these are different products. So we've been having a terracotta lab with a national awardee artisan who's been working with us for the last 7 years, and from Sawai Madhupur, and we've got a full-fledged furniture lab with CAD/CAM facilities in jewelry and model making facilities in jewelry. We've got laser cutting machines, we've got 3D printers which are there. So all these facilities definitely make our product design course really classy. We've got, you know, digital cutters, plotters, and all these things. So I'm sure when people are young people who've just started with a pre-foundation course, they're very keen on coming on campus and doing all these things hands-on. So design definitely needs a lot of hands-on, while it's all about a lot of thinking as well, but you know, your hand skills get you to really think well. So I think there's an opportunity. If a couple of you people do have a question, I'm ready to share with you. So ma'am, what about CAD jewelry designing? Oh, so we do have a very strong CAD course at the campus. So anything between 3 months to 6 months is what you can take up. But it's very good to learn first the basics of jewelry design while you do it by hand. So it does give you the sensitivity to understand jewelry better. And then definitely you can use the softwares to design the later part, because today mostly jewelry is being done through camming process, because you do the CAD design and you get a resin piece which is out of cam, and then you can get as many number of pieces. So we've got the casting machines and everything available for all that on the campus as well. So have I forgotten interiors? Oh God, how can I forget, when in this new world we have spaces which completely need to be redefined. Spaces that is, you know, because people working on now from home will need spaces where there's more green space, there's more open space. You know, we need to reduce a lot of clutter from our homes. And I think interior designers have a whole new opportunity, because a lot of spaces are going to be redesigned, in commercial spaces to residential spaces to office spaces. So I think interior design has been one of our very interesting programs. I remember starting interior fashion and jewelry in the year 2000, when right from the inception. So these are our oldest programs that we have here at Arch. Graphic has been with us for the last, design communication for the last 6 years, and graphic design. So this is going to be our first graduating batch of a 4-year graphic design program that again we have at the University of Rajasthan. For product design, yes, we've had short-term courses largely, but our full-fledged product design course is going to start from this year. And since we have great tie-ups, international tie-ups, we are looking at our product design course being very special, because we are here in the beautiful Pink City, the World Craft Heritage City. And the World Craft Heritage City, while it's also now the creative city of the world, so it gives a huge opportunity for young people to learn product design with our craftsmen, with our traditional people. And there's a whole new possibility of embedding technology with these heritage crafts, and how we can have our artisans get their livelihoods can be taken care of. So I think sustainable luxury is something that is going to be really in, and people are going to be investing a lot on sustainable luxury. So that's an opportunity. So I see there are a lot of people who've joined in. I'm sorry I've been going on talking to you guys, but I'd definitely like to take a couple of questions since I'm already here. So it was just by chance that I was having a chat with Nidhi, and then I realized, you know, oh, why not have a live chat today and just test it out. If there are people who are keen on ask me a couple of questions, I'll be happy to answer them. So I love talking to people, and that's, you know, keeps me alive and keeps me active in what I do. And the intelligence that they bring forth for me in terms of understanding what young people want, what parents want, what the industry want, is what we are ready to serve. And I think this is a great time to connect, co-create with each other while the world is moving from I to we. So I have these couple, if anybody wants to ask a couple of questions, I'm there to answer them. Anything. Because I'm seeing, a lot of waves here. Hi, hello, Pooja, Akshya, wow, Falak, a lot of people have joined in here. Neha, Ishita, Diptashri, lovely Diptashri, after a long time, ever since you passed out. Rishabh, Mahima, Sonam, Charu Tukral, Prachi, lovely, but you got to ask me a couple of questions. Annie, Rishika, Kushi Parak, Shreya Sakshi, Ayushi, Tanu Agarwal, Jitendra, thank you so much for joining in. But if you do have a question, please do. I'm really excited to have a nice chat with you. I'm getting a lot of colorful hearts coming on my screen. I'm just not happy with those because I'm looking at a couple of questions that is going to give, everybody answers to, or we can even, debate. Let's try a debate kind of a thing on the screen, yeah? But generally it's a one-way talking, but we can try and make it interesting. We have Tanu Agarwal who's here. So, again, I'm going to go back to saying that, AIEED, the All India Entrance Examination for Design, the AIEED application process is on. So, you're going to enjoy it, guys. Whether you want to take admission to arts or not really doesn't matter. What matters is just go through the entrance exam and you're going to feel, wow, how well they've designed it. I'm sure you're going to get that experience. So, go ahead and do it. And along that, you're going to get 3 courses completely free on 3 online courses that you can choose out of it. And that's, that's a great opportunity. And you're going to, you even can get a taste of the faculty. You can interact with them as well. So if you're looking at investing with Arch College of Design and Business, I think that's a good move to start with. But if you're taking up a BWalk course, a 3-year course, you don't need to go through an entrance exam procedure. You just have a portfolio to the campus directly, or we can do online with you and you can join in the course. And as far as the masters is concerned, yes, we do have a procedure there. And we also have a bachelor's in business administration, which is a BBA. So we've got 4 BBAs, 4 different kinds, looking at different kind of industry. So one is for looking at for designers, so it's aimed towards design, a bachelor's in BBA in design management. The other is around looking at digital business. So I won't call it digital marketing, but digital business is one BBA that we have. We also have banking and finance because I think that's a traditional field and there are a lot of people who are interested in BBA when it comes to banking and finance. And the 4th one, the most closest to my heart, is BBA in entrepreneurship. And I think that's an opportunity for a lot of people to look at a bachelor's in business administration program as an undergraduate level. And I'm sure, with our beautiful campus, it looks more like an art school, a design school, a museum. You're going to find beautiful, interesting things all across the campus, completely painted white. And very minimalistically done, and you're going to feel that, you're just in the right professional space, It won't look like the old school college, benches lagi hui hai aur wo hai. But yes, you have more flexible spaces, you have a lot of open spaces to sit and enjoy. You can talk, you can chat, you can play table tennis, you can cycle, you can play badminton. So these are the opportunities that you have. So I just had one of the students who's a national level skater. And she said, ma'am, the parents were concerned that how is she's from Gurgaon. So she was like, how can my daughter get access? So I said, we have an amazing skating ring, which a lot of private people have. And we also have the University of Rajasthan College, and so she can go to the sports complex there and pursue with her sports. Yeah, so we've got a photography lab, a textile, natural dye, printing lab, jewelry lab, metal lab, woodwork lab, the 3D printing lab, the laser cutting spaces. So all these things really, and it's very interdisciplinary. So if you are on a fashion program, we don't stop you. We tell you to go and use the jewelry lab, go and use the furniture lab. So you have a lot of flexibility when it comes to learning and using the spaces. So guys, look forward to you connecting with us. So go onto our website, stay tuned with us over Insta, go on our Facebook, check us out. If you want an interaction personally with me or with my colleagues, do give us a request. We'll be happy to have you over and have a nice chat with you. So thank you so much, because I'm not getting any questions, because it seems that everybody seems to be knowing me, and they know that probably the answers are also going to be something that they know about. So, but I'm still keen that if somebody is open to asking me a couple of questions, I'm happy to take them. So thank you so much. Yeah.